I was telling the Cupid without body worshipped her and got so much of power, he dilutes everybody. And the mother is, it is just like a point, and if it increases, it becomes a wave. So that's why this is waves of knowledge. Instead of waves of beauty, Saundarya Lahari, Lahari is waves. So instead of beauty waves, we can tell this is waves of knowledge. When mind is completely merges in that knowledge, it is called Yoga Siddhi. At this stage, mind is called Hamsa or a swan. So it stays still in the mind. That's why we can call at that stage the mind as Manasa Sarovara. We should become introvert and meditate on mother. But people are not satisfied until they do outer worship. That's why they worship Sri Chakra. We know all the great Swamis of all the Sankaracharya Pithas, they worship from morning till 12 o'clock. See, Sri Chakrachana. Such a long period they take. So this creation and destruction, see, from grass to subtle, subtle to grass, it is going on. So just this dissolution is like is just mixing sugar in the water, but this is temporary dissolution. Taking another body, but for taking body, a sperm is necessary or embryo is necessary, and again it becomes grass and afterwards. But this is first dissolution. One should not end in this dissolution itself, because further subtlety, that is dissolving that embryo also, that is called liberation. So now I was telling about that mother is the central point and circle is Purusha or Shiva, outer circle. They cannot be separated like sun and its rays. So both are one only. That's why in Gita it is told Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Vidyanadhi Ubhavapi. Prakriti is mother, Purusha is Shiva or the consciousness. We know these both are never started, anadi, no starting from these, both, like that it says. So, another simile Lord Shankaracharya gives, that is, Lord, you see, darkness is like Shiva and light is mother. So both they say in one place only, that is, if you put a switch in a dark room, immediately light comes. And where is the darkness? There was only. That's why in this way, in both the darkness and light are in one place. In the same way, Lord Shiva and Mother is called the form of Arthanarishvara. The mother cannot be described. What is her form? Even Brahma, Vishnu, Indra. So, because we cannot describe the state of the sleep, so like that, mother's beauty cannot be described. It is beyond speech and mind. Only by the grace of mother, they say, young ladies follow a old man. Another simile Lord Shankaracharya gives, that is, the old man is no other than a sadhaka, a mumukshu, who has realized, who is liberated, who has become Jivan Mukta. So, the Mukti Kanta, the Mukti is ever young. She is Navayavana, she is called. So, this young lady of Muktikanta by name, she follows that old man. That is another simile he gives. So, and the desires are compared to the hair on the head. If one want to get rid of the desires, as a simile, all these sannyasis, they remove the hair on the head. That is, just that means they wanted to remove all the desires. And in all other deities, we see one hand giving Abhaya and another is Varada. Varada is granting wishes and Abhaya is removing the fear. Unlike other deities, Mother is not showing Abhaya or Varada Mudra, but taking refuge in her lotus feet grants everything. That is also told in 15th sloka. Lord Shankara says, she is Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, like that, Srim, Haim, other things he says. So in 18th sloka, Lord Shankaracharya says, by meditating another mother, others will come under your control. That is called Vashikarana. So we can say this Shiva is nothing but the manifestation of Mother. Just by closing and opening the eyes, Mother creates so many cosmos, Brahmandas. Unmesh Nimishotpanna, Vipanna Bhuvana Avadhi. That is also told by Lord Shankaracharya. All the gods merges during dissolution, but only Lord Shiva, except Lord Shiva, all other gods are dissolved in the end of the dissolution. That's why Shiva is in the form of consciousness and Mother is the creator, completely surrendering to you. In 27th sloka, Lord Shankaracharya says, surrendering to you is japa. In the beginning I told you how to worship her. That I am telling here. Completely surrendering to the Mother is japa. All the works we are doing are mudras for the Mother, and all the walking is the pradakshina in clockwise, and all the food we take is the oblation. That is in yajna we put oblation, so that is oblation. In the sleep, what we are doing? We are doing sastang pranama to the Mother. And all the things that we are using are for the amusement of Mother. Our pleasure is the amusement of her Mother. That's why Sri Krishna says, Yat karoshi yadasnasi yajjuhosi dadasiyat yat tapassasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. So whatever you are doing, whatever you are eating, whatever you are oblating, whatever you are giving up as dana, that is charity, and whatever austerity you are doing, everything you offer to me, that Lord Bhagavan Sri Krishna also says. So those who want liberation, Mother is eternal. That's why those who worship her, that they get liberation, and as well as in this life, whatever things they want, everything is provided by the mother, and she is the form of Panchadashakshari mantra also, and all the chakras in our body denotes the elements. So he says, Lord Shankara in 35th sloka, that you are everything, including myself. You are the form of the word.